Communities up to 70 miles from Austin are still seeing a boost thanks to the growth of the capital city. In the Milam County community of Cameron, employers are setting up shop there, seizing an opportunity to be close enough to the heart of Texas. KXAN's Tom Miller talked to Justin Sayers with the Austin Business Journal about Cameron's revitalization.
What is the main selling point for these businesses that go to Cameron and say, yeah, this is where we want to set up?
Yeah, so Cameron, it's the county seat of Milam County, about 70 miles, away from Austin. But the selling point that their economic development leader says is, they're not too close to anything, but they're also not too far from anything. So, if you're doing a type of business that you just have to go on site and, spend the day there, like that's a really good location for that because people don't have to come to you, you can go to them.
How popular of a spot is it right now for not only these big businesses that are maybe putting their headquarters there, but also for the mom and pop shops opening up on the square?
Yeah, so one of the things that they're seeing is a big revitalization of downtown. They have very historic buildings. One of the buildings I went in was over 130 years old. So they're taking these old buildings that actually used to house county offices, selling them to private developers who are redeveloping them, and then bringing in things like a coffee shop or an event venue or a wine bar, antique shop. And they've had 10 of these businesses, move in the last few years. So it's really shaping that downtown and reshaping it.
Is it fair to call Cameron part of the greater Austin metro? And what are some of the challenges that small towns like Cameron have in attracting these businesses?
If you look at a place like Dallas or San Antonio or Houston, their boundaries shift a lot outside of their city. Austin, our MSA is relatively small. So, over the last few years, we're starting to see that change a lot. Counties like Milam and Burnett, and then even up near Bell and Killeen, just 2 years ago, they would have never considered themselves part of Austin. But now you're starting to see some of those businesses that you see in Austin, aerospace, EV, industries that we see here are setting up shop that far away, and it's really creating these connections to Austin. In terms of the challenges, it's still the distance and the small town nature. A lot of these cities don't want to become like an Austin is. They want to retain their charm. But the good news is because they're so far behind, they have that opportunity to do so and really grow the way that they want to grow.
Justin Sayers with the Austin Business Journal. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you for having me.